Hello everyone, you're on the Stockrat Zoom channel. You may have already seen a review on this channel about the Shuntu Pi-Series 8x32 binoculars. If not, you can check it out. And today I want to show you in more detail the binoculars from the same series, but with 10x42 specifications. Since the binoculars are from the same series, almost everything is the same here. The design, construction, materials, and the general image characteristics. The only difference is that this binocular has a magnification of 10 and an objective lens diameter of 42 millimeters. I will make some comparisons with the flagship model, the SVBONY SA205 10x42.
And at the end of the video, I'll share my impressions and overall comparison of these two binoculars, and first and foremost about this particular model. Alright, let's take a look now. It seems to me that the color reproduction here is a bit unrealistic. Considering the price of this binocular, which is about $150, I don't have any major complaints about the image quality. This binocular has moderate distortion. I wouldn't say it's very noticeable. If you look closely at the very outer edges, you can definitely see a slight blurring effect. The image quality there isn't quite as sharp as the center, but roughly 80% of the total field of view remains perfectly clear. This binocular has chromatic aberration. It's almost unnoticeable in the center, but it's still there a little bit. But towards the edges of the field, it becomes more and more apparent. I wouldn't say it's very noticeable, but if you look closely, you can see it. The field of view is quite wide, and likewise, the eyepiece field of view is also fairly wide. Although the manufacturer claims that the field of view here is 6.2 degrees. This seems strange to me because it looks like someone is listing the specifications incorrectly somewhere. If you compare this binocular to the SVBONY SA205 10x42 binoculars, then with the SVBONY, the field of view seems to be smaller, but according to the specifications, you see it's 6 and 4. Someone wrote incorrect specifications. If you add up all the pros and cons of these binoculars, they end up with about the same amount. In the SVBONY, all the aberrations are much less noticeable than in the Shuntu, so it should be better. But because the Shuntu binoculars have a wider field of view, it's more pleasant for me to look through them. Well, I don't know, I guess I'd go with the Shuntu. Although, if you really pay attention to chromatic aberration and distortion, then SVBONY wins.
To be honest, in this comparison, I can't single out which of these binoculars is better. Each of them has its own nuances, advantages, and disadvantages. I hope you were able to draw your own conclusions about the image quality and the differences in the images themselves. Now, let's talk about the overall construction, shape, and size of these two binoculars. This SVBONY binocular is fully rubberized. So, when you carefully set it down like this, or even if you just lightly bump it on its side, the thick rubber coating still effectively protects the entire outer body of the binoculars. On the Shuntu, these edges, the objectives, are not protected at all. So, if you happen to hit it hard enough with something, you can actually cause significant damage to this outer ring, and then if you ever find that you need to unscrew the retaining ring in the future to get to the lens inside, it could become a very serious problem because there will be quite a bit of physical deformation right here. Now, in terms of the overall design, as you can clearly see for yourself, well, in my personal opinion, I think that the Shuntu model definitely looks much better and more refined. The twisting mechanisms seem to function, well, reasonably well for the most part. As for how they are going to hold up and perform in the future with regular use, say over a year or two, that is something I simply cannot predict at this moment. I also can't say what will happen to these twists after 2 years of use, because here they essentially function and operate in a nearly identical way. Dimensions. As you can see, the SVBONY is about 1.5 centimeters shorter. Their weight is approximately the same, and so I can't really say which binoculars are heavier or lighter, so I won't be weighing them. Honestly, well, SVBONY could already be making binoculars with a better case than this one. Seriously, this is quite a cheap option. Take a look at the case that comes with the Shuntu binoculars. I wouldn't say it's exactly premium, but it definitely looks much better and has a better functionality. That is, you can attach it to your belt or sling it over your shoulder and carry the binoculars that way. And that's probably much more convenient. You see here, there's this kind of pouch and also a box with foam which protects the binoculars from, well, quite a strong impact. The price of these binoculars varies. On the official SVBONY website, the 10x42 model costs about $200. On AliExpress, you can find it on sale for about $210, but normally it costs around $230 to $240. The Shuntu costs about $150. The difference is, well, up to about $100 for these binoculars. So, you've seen the image quality, you've seen the binoculars package contents, and you've seen their appearance. Draw your own conclusions, and don't forget, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new video reviews. See you next time.